Welcome to Leader Tips from Lead at Any Level. I'm Amy C. Wanninger, the Inclusion Catalyst. This week, we're talking about the 5 different levels of maturity that organizations might exhibit across different aspects of their diversity and inclusion initiatives. Today's day 3, and we're talking about adoptive organizations. Now, if you think about maturity models like a bell curve with the most people kind of in the middle, we're right in the middle of this model. So this is where most organizations fall if they're doing anything around diversity and inclusion. Adoptive organizations view D&I as a key driver of organizational efficiency, employee engagement, and market opportunities. So they're really in that sweet spot of wanting to do the right thing, but for a business reason, and they've started taking some steps in that direction. They usually have measurements in place to evaluate their diversity and inclusion initiatives. Those measurements might be very crude, like how many events do we have, or how many people volunteer, or even how many people complete a survey. But some measurements are in place, so they have a baseline that they can build on, and they're starting to set targets. There might be some infrastructure for D&I. They may have a chief diversity officer, a director of diversity, an internal counsel, or maybe even some employee resource groups or ERGs by whatever name they're known. This is kind of a starting point for a lot of companies in bringing more voices to the table and also kind of putting their best foot forward with their employees to show that they're gaining some traction in this space and that their intentions are in the right place. Typically, adoptive organizations have diversity and inclusion goals or a diversity statement that's aligned with the company mission, and they're working actively to promote inclusion, although it's probably not consistent and it's probably not repeatable throughout the organization. Now, you may see yourself or your organization in this description, and if so, that's okay. You're probably right alongside most of your peers. I typically get asked, who's doing this well? Well, a lot of people are in this space. In fact, most of the clients I work with start in the adoptive kind of category of maturity. If that's you and you want help moving to the next level, if you want help really getting a good solid data baseline on how your employees are experiencing your organization in terms of the inclusion and the culture, give me a call at 317-589-5955 or email me at amy@leadatanylevel.com. I can tell you all about the Spectra Diversity Inclusion Assessment, how we can use it to get you a baseline and a starting point for your initiatives.